Hey brother, all right, I'm just sending a little video here. I think I showed you this. Got my sink down here. I got this new rack, put some stuff on to free up my space on my table. I had this rack, I finally put it in, and my plan is this heats my water up, but the temperature gauge is not at all accurate. So I bought this little thing. It's kind of like the Kegland, but just tells me the temperature so that I can adjust it, warmer, cooler here. Now this is elevated, so when my drain pipe is up, it's not connected right now, but I'll just be able to use this, or even maybe one a little shorter, but for my sparge water to come in. So that's gonna save me a lot of trouble right there alone. I've ordered a light that I'm gonna hang up here, because right now when I'm over here I use my flashlight because it's kind of dim over here without light on. When you're trying to read little numbers and stuff, with my eyes ain't as good as they were when I was in my teens, but it's just a nice way to get organized all my stuff for Christmas. I got this Kegland pH meter. I got to calibrate it. There was the storage solution was in there too. I don't know where it is. I got to find that. But yeah. So then Kim got me this thing. Gonna hang it up over here or something. Brewmaster Drive. My stepfather gave me some really cool things for Christmas. These were from his Uncle Dave, who worked for 40 years for this. There it is. Matney's Red Barrel. I got to read through this book, and in here, his one grandfather, when he retired, is in this book, but I forget. I'd have to read through it again. I'll show you another picture. So both grandfathers and his uncle all worked for breweries. I'm gonna hang this down in here. His grandfather nicked this from one of the cellars where they stored, maybe they were storing beer or something like that. So I'm gonna hang this up in here. This was like a little keychain he had found. I don't know if he got it online. He said back in the day, when his grandfathers and his uncle worked there, he goes, everybody had these things. He goes, people used it for key change. They had them on their dog collars and everything. And then this is something my awesome stepdad made by hand. How's that? And he put some little... The EAA stands for... The first beer I made here in the new house, I thought it was horrible. I named it Ed's Awful Ale. So we had a couple, and afterwards he said, you know what? I think these aren't that bad. I'm going to call it Ed's Acceptable Ale. And then by the time we were finished, we were half in, and he goes, you know what? This is Ed's Awesome Ale. So that's where that came from. So just wanted to send you a little video. You always send me these fun videos, so I figured let me send you one. Here's my what I use for cooling. I put ice in there. I put that obviously down in the wort. One of these, this one goes in there, and this one I run to a bucket. When the bucket fills up with hot, I dump it in there. When it starts to run cool, then I take this out of the bucket and put it back in there and just let the cold water cycle. That's it for now. I gotta go find that solution that this came with that said to store it in the solution to preserve the life of it or whatever. All right, brother. Talk to you soon. Hey, brother, listen to this. it just keeps toggling the heating elements off and on. But it's holding it at it's been at 151.9 for probably 20 minutes straight. I'm thrilled. Took me about 20 minutes to get it up to temperature for the mash out, but we're at just over 7 minutes. It did hit 167 point something, and it did hit 169, but it's holding close to 168, and I'm pretty sure it's good. So at the 10-minute mark, I'm gonna shut this down and lift my grain pipe, or whatever it's called, malt pipe, grain pipe. You tell me, bro. Look at this, right at the end. Got like a stuck mash. Go figure. Straining but slow. So I'm gonna give that a stir and see if I can't break it loose. There we go. Just gave it a little stir at the bottom around the edges. And I do have rice hulls in there. If you can see. But there we go. Got my little sparge head going there. And using gravity. It's a little colder than I wanted, but I wanted 168. But I think that's okay. Okay, got my sparge all drained out. Hear that last couple little drips going down in there. Approaching boiling temperatures here. And it's just about 7 gallons in there to boil. Starting to boil, bro. Gonna put my hops in and start my timer any second now. When brewing a Mexican lager, it's very important to have some tacos and an American beer.